Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on the time zone. Now, after the finance bill proposals were out, Kenyans went through them and they discovered that finance bill proposals are not friendly. This made them to go on the street and protest. After the protest, we saw some amendment in that finance bill whereby they were reducing taxes on some items including like bread, eco tax, tax, on edible oil. You can mention all of them. And with all this, definitely, we have seen Ruto making budget cuts on a critical sector. About 8 of them, 8 critical sectors are going to be affected. And after that, the National Treasury, through CS Jugunandung, wrote to the National Assembly indicating that the proposed amendment would affect the revenue with a shortage of 200 billion Kenyan shillings. So they are going to have a shortfall. That means he is warning the National Assembly on some of the amendment. And this is part of the letter from Juguna to the National Assembly. The National Assembly should ensure that the total revenue raised are consistent with the approved fiscal framework and the Division of Revenue Act and prescribes restriction on the level of borrowing by the national government. If the revenue raising measures contained in the Finance Bill 2024 are not approved by the National Assembly, there will be a likely revenue shortfall of approximately 200 billion Kenyan shillings. That is Njuguna Ndung communicating to the National Assembly, because now they have to discuss this, do some amendment, then vote. We are expecting for the vote. And I want us to look into the 8 critical areas, and they are going to shock you to confirm indeed we have a president who does not care. His priorities are upside down. But before we go deeper into that, just a quick request for those who are watching and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing to our channel. Thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, to cover the 200 deficit, some areas that are going to be affected in this list include, number 1, the vocational training center. Just look at that. Number 2, university funding. Number 3, cash transfer for senior citizens, wale wa mama na wazee huko. Number 4, medical. Number 5, junior secondary school interns. Number 6, CDF. In fact, now they have NGCDF. Number 7, school feeding programs. They want to do away with that. Then number 8, funding of sports academic. Wamesema sahizi kitu inalipa ni talent. So imagine now you want to do away with the funding of that talent. And I want us to look into the deeper, slash they have done into all this. For example, if you go technical and vocational education, that is TVET, and a training institution, they are slashing 800 million. This money is meant for projects. So they are going to cut down on projects. Just next to me here, there is a technical college here. It's called Sabata Technical College. It's in Lotego village. That is Busali West. Busali. I'm seeing, structures being put up of Mabati structures. A technical college putting up iron sheet structures. But they are cutting down. So what will they do next? Soon they will be landing under a tree. Number two, look at the State Department for Higher Education and Research. They are cutting whopping 3.2 billion Kenyan shillings. These are slashing from help. Those who are on street demonstrating are in college, are in universities. They have just finished their education. They're looking for jobs. Then you go ahead and slash this. When you are killing education, where are you living in the country? So this one is education for the rich. Let us look into another thing here. 3.4 billion slashed from State Department for Basic Education. Then we have school feeding program and infrastructure, academic in all these academic institutions. Wanakata 3.4 billion. Yeah, they're just dealing mercilessly with education. Another one here, we talked about cash transfer for senior citizens. They are slashing 5.5, not 5.5. That is, 5.5 billion Kenyan shillings. And that is going to affect around 800,000 people in this country. Now, cash 3.7 slashed from medical interns, 8.9 cut from JSS interns, junior secondary school. They were supposed to employ teachers. You find a school, junior secondary, work on a junior 1, junior 2. 2 teachers. A class where you have to teach a lot of wanabeba vitabu mingi sana. 1 teacher. They were supposed to add more teachers. Now they are cutting down the budget. 8.9, ingine 3. So look at that. 1 billion slashed from public service intern. Watu wa intern hawa wanakuanga ni vijana. Youth mostly. They're the one who are on the street. So Ruto is saying that I want to deal with you. This man has not learned a lesson. Then 15 billion Kenyan shillings slashed from NGCDF. Hii sasa pia ni kupea wabunge kiwewe ya kwamba hata nyinyi ndio mnataka mfanye amendment and editing, of this finance bill. We are also cutting on funding that you get. So it's a kind of intimidation they're trying to do. Look at all this. There's no problem when it comes to cutting on budget. Even at home, we do cut down on some issues that are, not of that much importance. Wakati mshahara inakuwa chini, when you are in financial constraint, you cut down on some issues, but you leave those ones you cannot do away with. So there's no problem. But look here, where is Ruto cutting and where is he living? These are critical social service, health, education. This training, that's where he's touching, definitely. But as he's doing so, touching on the core issues, look here. Under the executive, we have positions that are, in fact, not in our constitution. And constitution issues like CAS, Chief Administrative Secretary, Ruto want to give them jobs. Is that a priority? Education versus creating non-constitution position to gift politicians position. Where is his priorities? We should be told that he has done away with CAS. These things are not in our constitution. We are seeing funding of the office of the spouse to regard the Gachagwa. And Constitution Office, First Lady, iko wapi? The spouse to the Prime Cabinet Secretary, iko wapi? They want to fund them. We are talking about the renovation of the official residence of the Deputy President, the office of the Deputy President, and you know what happened? We have been singing here. A budget of 600 million was used to do painting in a building that was put up from zero to a full furnished building at a cost of 450 million. Renovation is 600 million. Priority ko wapi? Look here. They are renovating Statehouse and all state lodges across the country. Was that a priority? Were they leaking like JKIA? The answer is no. But they are not cutting down on that. They are focusing elsewhere. This is a government that is going to suffocate Kenyans. So looking at that, it is a kind of intimidation. Ruto's priorities are upside down. Simple. And this is one of the worst presidents ever we have had in this